Did Peel Region's real estate market knock it out of the park in September? Or was it a lackluster performance? Stick around to find out as we dive into year-over-year comparisons, right here, right now. Hi and welcome back to Everything Toronto. And for those new to the channel, I'm Fred Renna, a local real estate broker right here in Toronto, Ontario. So let's get right to it. The average price of a home in Peel Region recorded by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board for the month of September hit $1,058,346, an increase of 2.8% from August. Now, month-over-month increases in September are typically due to seasonality, since summer months are typically slow. But compared to September of 2023, it's up a mere 0.8%. And when you compare it to September of 2022, it's up 1.3%. So it's evident that prices are still on the rise despite the apparent slowdown in sales, which we'll get into in a second. There were 3,150 new listings in Peel, an increase of 21.4% month over month and 7.2% year over year. It's also up 58.1% compared to September of 2022. Now let's look at total active listings. Peel saw 4,548 active listings in September, an increase of 7.4% month over month and 27.9% year over year. But when compared to 2022, it's up a whopping 81.6%. So inventory is definitely on the rise. Now let's look at sales numbers. There were 907 properties sold in September, resulting in a decrease of 2.9% month over month. This is a bit of a surprise considering things tend to bump up after the summer months. But when compared to September of last year, it's up 12.3%, and it's slightly down 3.1% compared to 2022. And the average days on market, which is the average days a home sits on the market until it sells, was recorded at 26 days in September. This is down 3 days month over month, but it's up 5 days year over year. And it's up 2 days compared to 2022. Now let's look at sales to new listings ratio, which is typically used to determine whether we're in a seller's market, a buyer's market, or a balanced market. And just so we're all on the same page, the sales to new listings ratio is calculated by dividing the number of sales in any given time period, typically a month, by the number of new listings during that same period. The result is then multiplied by 100 to get a percentage. This percentage helps us identify the type of market we're in, and the thresholds are as follows. A result over 60% is considered a seller's market. Between 40 and 60% is a balanced market, and under 40% is a buyer's market. Currently, the sales to new listings ratio in Peel is 38.2%. So based on this result, we should be on the edge of a buyer's market. But I would say we need to consider all the stats we just looked at before we jump to this conclusion. And since average price is trending upward in Peel, I find it difficult to say that buyers have the upper hand since they don't have the ability to negotiate prices down even further, as they would in a true buyer's market. So it's evident that we're not there yet. In my opinion, based on the numbers, we're still in a balanced market for the time being. But Peel, as well as the entire GTA, are well on their way to a buyer's market in the months to come. Now let's drill down into different housing types and analyze how each segment performed. First, we'll look at detached homes, where the average price in September was recorded at $1,317,472, down 1.1% from August, and down a minuscule 0.02% from September of last year. And it's down 0.2% compared to 2022. There were 445 detached homes sold last month, up 8.3% month over month and 14.1% year over year. It's also up 5.7% compared to 2022. Next, we'll look at semi-detached homes, where the average price in September was recorded at $960,118, up 1.8% from August and down 2.3% from September of 2023. It's also down 0.8% compared to 2022. There were 134 semi-detached homes sold last month, down 18.3% month over month, but it's up 21.8% year over year. Yet when compared to September of 2022, it's again down 18.3%. Next, we'll look at townhomes. But before we do, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Toronto, including real estate plus all the great stuff to do in the city, then subscribe and tap that bell so you can be the first to know about everything Toronto. The average price for a townhome was recorded at $912,887, an increase of 1.6% month over month and 0.3% year over year. It's also up 0.9% compared to 2022. There were 84 townhomes sold in September, down 6.7% month over month, and it's up 44.8% year over year. It's also up 3.7% compared to 2022. Now let's look at condos, where the average price was recorded at $604,676, up 0.6% month over month and down 4.4% year over year. It's also down 3.5% from 2022. There were 127 condos sold in September, a decrease of 16.4% month over month and 15.3% year over year. It's also down 14.2% compared to 2022. And finally, here are the average prices for Mississauga, Brampton, and Caledon in the month of September, starting with all housing types, then broken down into different housing segments, including detached homes, semis, townhomes, and condos. And if you live in any of these areas and you're curious to know how the average price will impact the price of your home, or you just want to talk about real estate, then let's connect. And it's pretty simple. Just click the Book a Call with Fred link in the description below, and it'll take you directly to my calendar where you can find a time that's convenient for you to have a chat with me and my team. And there you have it, our market update for the region of Peel. And if you'd like to watch our market update for the city of Toronto, including the highest selling home last month, then click the link above to watch my full Toronto market report. And before I leave you, just a quick reminder that if you're thinking of moving or need help figuring it all out, reach out to us anytime. Every day we get calls from people just like you planning their next move. Whether you're moving to, from, or anywhere within the GTA, we've got you covered. Our team is dedicated to providing tailored solutions that match your needs and timeline to help make your move easy and stress-free. So if you're planning a move, feel free to give us a call, send us a text, or even drop us an email. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking this video. And don't forget to tap that bell. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.